Well, welcome back to Toyota Sports Talk. We continue to dive into the upcoming Washington Spirit season, joined now by Hal Hershfelt, midfielder for the Spirit. Hal, it's always great to see you.
Great to see you.
Happy New Year. Happy 2026. How are we feeling entering a new campaign here?
Feeling good. We just got done with preseason camp.
Yeah.
It was nice and warm there, not so much here, but that's okay. We're living.
I know, it's weird, right? Seeing the snowbanks.
I know. I came back and I was like, what is that doing here? What is that?
Exactly. So obviously you guys have had back-to-back appearances in the NWSL final, one of the premier clubs in the NWSL. How do you build on that? Because obviously it's just one game away, you know, a few minutes away from winning the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly for us it's just maintaining that consistency that we've obviously shown like throughout the past 2 years. I mean, we finished both times second in the league, but also in playoffs. Hopefully we can turn that to first in the league and champions. Yeah. But yeah, I think we just need to attack this year with the same fire that we've kind of built off of the past 2 years of, I don't want to say failure, but when you get to like that part of the season and you just fall like
there's
one
no second
moment
place
short.
trophies.
Yeah, like it's tough. So I think we're really looking forward and kind of using that fire to kind of approach this next year.
You know, I was talking to Trin earlier and she brought up a good point of how year number one losing in the final, more heartbreak. Last year was more anger and kind of ticked off. Yeah. Kind of dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the first year, I mean, everyone knows about like the controversial like foul that kind of happened before the goal was scored, and then last year, obviously, I mean, like the situation that happened was kind of devastating, especially for me. But yeah, I mean, it's just tough. It's like a whole like cloud of these emotions that kind of surround what's supposed to be like a pinnacle moment in your career, and it's like, God, like we missed it by just one moment, and each moment it just comes with its own entire book of like feelings and like honestly like anger a little bit. But I think we just need to transform that into motivation going into this next year, and I feel like this is such a great group. We're so talented, and we just need to build on those connections. And I feel like, I mean, our ceiling is just so high. We haven't even met it yet, even though we've had these great results these past couple years.
What have you seen so far in camp leading up to the season opener that makes you believe this team is ready and ready to go on all cylinders?
Yeah, I feel like people's willingness to like buy into kind of what we want to build here and the foundation that we want to create and the way that we want to play. I feel like things obviously aren't as like clean and perfect as they need to be right now because we're in preseason, but like the intent is there, the effort is there, and obviously it's always a good time with these girls, so that always helps, like the vibes, and it's just good feelings all around. So I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Some new faces, and obviously the big talker just recently was Croy getting traded. What was your reaction to that? Because obviously he's been a big part of this club for a few years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough. She brings so much talent and creativity to this team, and we got drafted together, and I just remember I was like, yes, I get to play with someone like Croy. Like, she's just insane, like the level of like IQ that she brings to this team and everything. But yeah, I mean, that was the step that she felt was best for her, so we're going to support her in that. And I mean, I'll be rooting for her even from over here, even if she's going to KC. But
I know,
yeah.
I know, another good team. And is that going to be weird competing against her, knowing that you've shared lockers together?
Yeah, it'll be so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we had like a lot of like other people move too, and I'm thinking about that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, like even we had two teammates go to Utah, and I'm like, dang, when I see Utah, I'm gonna see my two girls in the midfield. That like my locker buddies over in Utah now, like. Yeah, but that's just the nature of this league. There's so much movement. So yeah, I mean, it was tough that it was Croy, but I think if our team has shown anything, like we can adapt to kind of whatever comes our way, but we'll definitely still be rooting for her.
You bring a good point of like, you know, life as a pro. Is it hard to kind of separate business versus friendship, or are you kind of learning to do that as you go along?
I feel like you kind of learn to do that as you go along, like especially like your first off season as a rookie, you see all of like the crazy movement that happens, and you're like, oh, like this is part of the game now. Like this is literally like something that you have, like even when it comes to being at a team, like it might not be the same in a couple years because it's just like movement. So yeah, I mean, I think regardless of who we've had come in or who we've had go out, something that I'm so proud of this group is just like maintaining that level and that standard. And also I think everyone gets along so great here, so that's something that I've always been thankful for. Regardless of like the external factors, we've always maintained our stuff in here in the locker room.
I haven't been to a lot of other NWSL stadiums, but my experience obviously in Rowdy Audi, it's pretty impressive. What is it like from your perspective of what this club is built at Audi Field and that type of a home field advantage? Because it feels like the opposing teams, they know when they come to Audi, they're in for a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. It gives me so much pride, like stepping on the field every time that like I'm in my city with my girls. Like just how freaking loud it is every single game. How the people show up. They're really like actually like really knowledgeable about the game too. Like they don't just celebrate like goals and assists. Like they celebrate like hard tackles, like just good entry passes, like little things. It's almost like they notice that, and it's just awesome. And I mean, I have friends around the league that are like, oh, we like love playing at Audi, but we also hate it.
Yeah.
Like I can't hear myself think, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's my home field.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And for you personally, where do you think your game is at? How do you kind of attack this offseason? How do you attack this upcoming season?
Yeah, I think for me, just working on like partnerships again. Once again, we've had quite a bit of change.
Yep.
So I feel like stepping into this year, I want to have like an open mind. Like, and if that means I need to play the 6, the 8, wherever, that's what I have to do for my team. And I'm kind of really excited because I feel like we've been building on those partnerships throughout this preseason. I mean, we had a whole 3-week camp together. And stuff's been feeling good in training, so I'm excited. Because
you were injured a bit last year, right? I mean,
yeah,
being away obviously probably gave you perspective as well.
Yeah, it honestly, like, it's funny you said that because I feel like when it comes to how much I've learned, I learned the most when I was hurt and when I was coming back from an injury. Just like being able to see the games from like up high, and then also like dealing with being injured and like still being there for my team, and then kind of having more patience with myself, like coming back into season after that. So yeah, it's definitely interesting kind of seeing everything from a different lens.
Have to ask you about Trin because she obviously got that record-breaking contract. She been paying any extra dinners for you girls?
I don't know. I mean, we're happy for her. I mean, if there's more money going into women's sports, and obviously like it was a huge thing in the league, like even when it comes to just like the sheer media attention that it gathered, like that's just good for the sport regardless. So I mean, of course we want the cap to raise as a whole, but this is a good step in the right direction. And
being Trin, you know, a big piece of this club, how does she make you better? How does she make the teammates better? Obviously you guys are a much better club with her on the pitch than off.
Yeah, I think honestly, like first of all, she's just such a threat. I mean, when I see Trin in a 1v1 situation, like I'm betting on her every time. Yeah. She's just so talented and so passionate, which is something that I love about her. I mean, me also having a big personality coming into this team and like seeing someone else that has a big personality and just embracing it, it kind of made it easier for me to kind of step in here and be myself as a rookie, because I was like, oh, like it's okay to just come in and be a little crazy. And
yeah, right.
I've kind of grabbed onto that and went with it, and I feel like she kind of contributed to that, being able to like warm up quicker to this team, because I'm like, oh, okay, this is how we do things here. So. And
then with the Spirit Club as a whole, I feel like this club always has a target on their back, because everybody knows the Spirit is one of the premier NWSL clubs. What is that like to know you have to raise your level, raise your play basically every match because teams want to come into Audi and knock you off?
I think it's just so exciting. Like, I kind of love having that target on our back, because it's like, you know, we're good. Like, and it's also people kind of adapt their game to how we play, and I think it's just like a huge compliment to like what we can do. So I personally love it. But yeah, it is kind of interesting. I feel like there's a little bit of a target on our back.
Right, and everybody wants to knock you off. And
and
I gotta believe this year it's hoist the trophy or it's a disappointment, right? I mean, is that where we're at? I mean, back-to-back finals, and I mean, anything less than hoisting the trophy, I assume, is a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, like my main goal this year is to make it back to a championship and kind of like right our wrongs this time. So I'm excited, and I think the rest of the girls are so fired up, and
Well, great catching up with you. Thanks as always, Hal Hershfelt. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Much more to come right here on Toyota Sports Talk. Stay with us.